Hey Rockstar, Steve aka VØID here, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Pajama Jam, where I attempt to learn classic songs up to speed in 30 minutes or less live on camera. Tonight's episode is going to be I'm going to be tackling Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny, and I'm very excited to be doing so. So first, before we get started, let's make sure that you can see and hear me clearly. So I want to make sure that everything is clear. If you can see and hear me clearly, please type yes inside the comment box, and I want to make sure that I'm not just talking to myself over here. So let's see here, and I normally give out notifications on Facebook, but this time around, I don't think that capability is possible. So what we'll do is we'll jump into the episode and we'll go from there. Cool, I see Lance is here. Brad, welcome guys, awesome. All right, and hopefully you've got your jammies on. So nice, we've got Johnny, cool. So tonight's episode, like I said, is I'm going to be focusing on Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny, and it's actually funny, this was inspired by a Play From Day One member. Play From Day One is my mentorship program where I teach you how to learn songs faster with less practice. And one of our VIP members was working on Sleepwalk. And so I'm like, oh man, I haven't heard that song in so long. And it inspired me to work on that on Pajama Jam. I'm going to be doing something kind of cool today, some things that are a bit different than I normally do, which I think will be a treat. So Sleepwalk was released in August of 1959, so we're going pretty far back on this one, and it's from the album self-titled Santo and Johnny. So this one, classic. I mean, how I heard this one was from the movie La Bamba. Super sad scene. I was talking about it earlier today. I went to watch it just because it popped up on YouTube when I was looking up Sleepwalk, and I gotta admit, I mean, that's a sad scene when Bob's fixing the car and they hear on the radio that Richie Valens, Big Bopper, and Buddy Holly died in the plane crash. Man, that was just a sad scene, and I gotta admit, I got a little bit teary-eyed. So this song has something really special about it. I've always thought it did, and it's going to be a lot of fun to tackle it. So if this is the first time that you are watching Pajama Jam, then basically how it works is I'm going to be loading up the tab. I'm going to be going through my process for learning a song, okay? And this is a process that you may have seen inside my book, Practice Less, Play More. It might be something that you've seen inside the mentorship, Play From Day One, and you can also check that out, playfromday1.com, if you'd like my help for learning songs without as much practice, with a lot less practice actually. So what I recommend is, whether you're a beginner or intermediate guitar player, just sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, watch as I learn, and watch it, because I'm going to narrate as much as possible as I'm learning, and just so you're in my head, just so you could hear, it's kind of like what I'm thinking as I'm practicing and learning this, so that you could learn faster as well. And if you want to learn this song, that's totally cool. If you are working with me in Play From Day One, we could totally work on this, and I'm more than happy to show you. So it's going to be a lot of fun today. What I did beforehand was something that I call pre-practice. So pre-practice is a very important part of your guitar playing, because pre-practice is something that a lot of people don't do. They don't prepare for their practice session. And so what I mean by pre-practice, some things that I did, I gathered the materials that I needed. So I got the tab of the song. I listened to the song a few times. I cut my nails. They were pretty long, and for bending and doing vibrato and stuff, that just wouldn't work. So I cut my nails, got the tempo inside my metronome over here, 189 at in 6/8 timing. Yeah, so that's that. I tuned the guitar, standard tuning, I got an octaver effect happening for that first slide guitar sound and a nice reverb. And I also have my capo, because what I'm going to be doing, this song is actually in a key where I'm going to have to learn it first in without a capo, and then I'm going to bump everything up, so increase the challenge a little bit. Okay, so that's all part of my pre-practice, so that I have all that stuff there. I mean, and I also got, you know, water, and made sure that I got my jammies on and everything. But basically, I'm preparing everything so that when I'm here, all I do is practice. All I'm doing is learning. So when you're practicing, you want to just be focusing on that. You don't want to be searching for a bunch of stuff. So if you can prepare that beforehand at any point, it could be multiple times in the day, but you prepare that for your practice session, and then you'll be good to go. Awesome. Tommy's here. Rocky's here. Welcome, guys. Great. So that is how I prepared, and let's get into tonight's episode. So I'm really excited about this. There were a couple weeks off there, and I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. So let's do this. Let me load up the tab over here. And that's great, by the way, if you could see and hear me clearly, because I've got the guitar here. If you can hear that, that's wireless. And the only thing right now that's wired is my microphone, and I'm probably going to work on that as well to make sure that's wireless, because my headphones are wireless. No more wire, no more microphone in my face and blocking the screen and my guitar. Now I've got the guitar is pretty, is wireless. I mean, I'm pretty much, like, I can do almost anything because I'm wireless on the headphones and the guitar, but just not in the mic yet. But I will be soon. So if you could hear that, then we are good to go. So let's get started. I'm going to load up the countdown timer, race against the clock. And let's get that started here. Okay, just over 30 minutes. Let me bring that down. Okay, so let's do this. So we've got the timer here. Hey, Denis, good to see you, buddy. All right, and what we'll do, we'll switch over to my other screen, and let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to scan through, even though I already did. How come that's not showing? How come that's not showing the whole thing? Why is that not showing? One sec. That's wasting some time there. Okay, I don't know why that's not showing the top, but that's okay. All right, well, basically, we have Sleepwalk, and here are the chords over here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scan through just to make sure that there isn't anything that's very strange. Just looking, I've got a bend there, got some vibrato, more bending, hammer pull off. Just looking through just to make sure that we're good to go. And I don't know why that isn't. Let me zoom out. Okay, let me do this. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, okay, but for some reason it's not showing everything. I'm not sure why. Okay, well, we'll see if maybe bringing that up. Yeah, okay, that should do the trick. That's okay. So, basically, and let's see if we can zoom in here. All right. So let's do this. Let's scroll through. I mean, I kind of wasted some time over there, but that's all right. Behind the camera is a C chord, then A minor, F minor, G7. That's the chord progression of the song. So let me just get that under my fingers first. That's going to be fairly simple to do. And let me switch to the screen here. Took a couple of weeks off. I forgot how to run this thing. All right. So, oh yeah, and also, check this out. So I got my Play from Day One picks there, little signature, and then these also came in today. Super stoked. Rockstar Mind, and signature on the back. Cool. So I'm gonna go with my Play from Day One pick for good luck, so that I could play this today from day one. And let's start with C. Okay, A minor, F minor, and then G7. Okay, so that's pretty simple. I mean, like, that's just, I'm kind of getting into the flow of the song with that. Okay, and I'll also be recording a backing track to play along with. The main thing I'm learning here is the part that everyone knows and loves, the main line there. So here, okay, So that just gives me kind of a structure to work from. But for the most part, I just want to see if there's anything, and this is why I do a quick scan, is just look through to make sure. I mean, it's all double stops there. I've got a bend, double stops, bending, hammer pull off. Yeah, this is, I mean, here we've got a couple of double stops, and that's okay. So I'm going to play the pick and the fingers. So yeah, I mean, I'm not too concerned about this over here, but if that's something that you don't know how to do, then what you would do, you just mark that with like a red box or something like that to just make sure that you know that part is, you might have to watch out for that. So let's just get into it. What we're going to do is no tempo practice, okay? No tempo practice is where I'm just going to kind of just like go through without any pulse. So and then it looks like harmonics. Whoops. So, because I don't have a trem bar, we'll go like that there. Okay, and then, okay, so what I'll do is I'll start off with that part there. So what I did no tempo practice. I was just like looking through this part here, and I was looking through this part over here, okay? And I was basically just kind of going through that to see what was involved. So I've got some double stops here, and then I've got this, and then I've got this, and then I've got this. Then I've got harmonics, okay? And then I've got double stops, okay? So I've got these double stops, and so what I'll do next, now that I've kind of classified that, like I've got the scope of what this part consists of. We've got double stops, and then we've got the harmonic, and then we've got double stops, so it's like a sandwich, okay? Hey Don, how's it going, buddy? So basically, Jim, nice to see you, man. So we have this part here, and now that I did no tempo, that's basically like I'm just getting my fingers on this thing, no pressure or anything like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a chunk here, and I'm just going to make sure that I can play that with no, without any like tension or anything like that. And we went from no tempo, now we're going to go into slow tempo. So slow tempo is going it's so slow that I can't make a mistake, but still with a steady pulse. So it goes this here. So I think it slides in. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. That's actually fairly simple, so I'm going to actually extend this. This will be the chunk that we play. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, because I did that correctly, now I'm going to aim to do that 3 times in a row without making a mistake. This is called the fast practice formula. 3 times in a row without making a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 3 times in a row without making a mistake. Now, the song is much faster, but I'm happy with that. And what I'm going to do is when I play 3 times without making a mistake, I can move on either increasing the speed of the same part, increasing the amount, so I could either play more like this, I could increase the amount, I could just play this here. I'm just increasing the amount of this song that I know, or I can increase the complexity. In this case, there's nothing that I need to increase the complexity of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just increase the amount. So I'm going to play this chunk here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, so I've did that 3 times without making a mistake. Now I'm going to learn this part here, connect them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, so now it's 1 time. I'm going to do that 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, I don't know if that was 2 times or 3 times. Sorry, it's been a long day. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Cool. And just so I don't get off track here, I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, and so that I can get this up to speed. But I should be able to get that no problem. Yeah, that's normally I go up by 3 to 5 BPM, but because I'm racing against the clock, I'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Cool. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, actually I made a mistake there. 2 times in a row means I got to go back, so I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay. And let's speed it up. Normally I would do 3 times without making a mistake, but I think I just need to recalibrate them. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay, cool. So, and by the way, you guys can see and hear this all clearly, right? That's what I want to make sure of. Okay, and then let's just get this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I guess 3 times. Okay, and then so I did that 3 times. Now I'm going to add the complexity, which is kind of like shaking the guitar a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, just a little like vibrato in there. Cool. Cool. All right. So now I'm going to connect those 2 parts. It's really boring when when you do the practice properly. It's just you learn it properly, but it's like it's predictable. So it's not like, I mean, I say it's boring because it's just like it's predictable. So I do it 3 times without making a mistake. It just works, guys. This thing works. So let's see here. So let's go up to speed. 1. Cool, okay, and then here. So I'm just looking at the tab there on that part and just went for it. Okay, one more time. Cool, let's go like this. Let's play that whole thing there. Cool. So that's the first part. Okay, and what we're gonna do is later I'm gonna add some bass to it because it's like right, and then to F. I guess we'll go, and then probably leading. This is a classic part, like. Let's actually do that now. So. Now we've got some context. Let's see this. Cool. That sounds great. And let me know if you could hear all that, guys. That sounds cool. Let's see what... yeah, that's where I had a schedule here. Good stuff, okay. So you see how with the looper now it adds like some context to it because I'm not just playing by myself. Like when I played by myself, it sounded okay, with the effects and all that stuff. But it's not, it's not the same as when you have the bass behind it. So, and also I mentioned that I had an effects pedal that, let me actually load that up for you. This is what I did here. So I have this effects pedal here. It's actually on the floor, but this is the controller for it. It's an Eventide pitch factor. It's one of my favorite like pitch harmonizer pedals. And so what I did, I just created an octave sound. So you see when I play, oh, did it reset? It shouldn't have. Octave, no delay. Okay. It shouldn't have reset. Let's see. Yeah. And I'm not sure if I'm hearing just the, let me see here. it should just be the octave, but maybe it's not. Oh, that's why. It should be like this. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get these notes, because it's like, this is like a slide guitar part. So oh yeah, that sounds way better. That sounds way more like the slide guitar. And then what would we? Yeah. Let's see if I do that on another string, if it's better. See, on this string, I want to get sustain on this. See with this pickup. Yeah, because what we want is this kind of thing. Let's see if this works, because it would go like. Yeah, let's get that with this here, because this is going to sound something like this. Right? Which is that's the part, that's that slide part. Are you guys hearing this okay? I just want to make sure that I didn't lose you. So let's work on this next part, okay, with no tempo practice, and then slow tempo, and then fast practice formula. Okay, just let me know in the chat if you can see and hear that all clearly, if you guys are getting that. Hopefully it's still all working. Just making sure. Okay. So, because the chat's been awfully quiet. So let's see here. Now I'm going to just do no tempo practice for this. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks, Rocky and Brad. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so here, let me actually go. Okay, I'm just going, and I'm just going to go through it with no tempo practice. Okay, so for some reason down here. And then back to, okay, and then I guess, so it goes back to that. Okay, so I got to stitch that all together. I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about that. And then I have to do this with all one fret higher. So I got to I got a boogie on this. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go slow tempo practice here. Okay. So 3 times I'll make a mistake. Okay, one more time. Okay, now I'm gonna just kind of jump to the tempo that it needs to be, because I got a boogie on this. 5, 6. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm happy with that. That should be fine. Let's see, next chunk. Bom, bom, bom. Okay, I'm just gonna do that here. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Let me just stitch that together. That was an accident that I played it up to speed, but Yeah, I'll do a slide there. Cool. Because it's slow, I'm doing the vibrato and those articulations. So let's put that with the track here. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Okay, next I'm gonna get this part here. For some reason it's these double stops. Okay, so I'm just doing everything 3 times without making a mistake before moving on, and that's what locks it in. So then I'll just keep going here. Gotta make sure that I get this done in time. So. Okay, oh, and then I see this note here, 7th fret on the 4th string. So that goes, okay, and so I got I'm a little bit behind schedule here. Okay, so let's do that, and I just want to see what this feels like at the tempo. It's very important that you love the songs that you play, because I know what this is supposed to sound like, so it's a lot easier to play. So oops, one mistake. So okay. So let's do that with, because I'm behind schedule, I am going to try playing this, I'm going to look at the tab as I do it, and I think that I'll be able to get it. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time with that effect. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, I don't mean to, like, I just love it when it sounds like the record. So that octave effect is sick. Just the fact that that it just sounds close to, like, as I don't have a lap steel over here, right? So, you guys enjoying this? Is this sounding good to you? I'm obviously having fun over here. So what I'm going to do next is, so I've got 7 minutes, about 7 minutes 30 seconds, and so this is all well and good, but I have to actually play it in a different key. And that sucks because I just learned it in this key, and so I have to play with a capo. And now I'm going to try to like feel this more than look because I have to play everything 1 fret higher. So let's actually record this. Okay, so tempo. Oops, that was a mistake. Let's do this. Okay, so let's do this. And I'll actually add some chords here. Oh, whoops. Okay, so yeah, so this is probably gonna work out, I think. Okay, but I have to just kind of like go through this now. I have to go through this, and it's kind of the same frets, but I have to like reimagine this because now this is the 1st fret, this is the 2nd fret. So let me just see what I got here. See, yeah, I'm used to this here. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna do this slowly. Yeah. This is why I did this, because this is messing me up right now. I want to challenge myself. Here. Okay, here. Yeah. So I have to do a couple of quick calculations, and I also have to like not look so I could feel this more, because this part here, three times they'll make a mistake. Okay, cool. Let's try this out here. Yeah. All right. Yes. That's cool, man. That was fun. All right. So, I'm a happy camper. That was a lot of fun. And some of the sort of fancy footwork and stuff you couldn't see because I don't have a camera on it, but I'm like hitting the looper pedal, and then I'm getting the octaver and all that stuff activated and then deactivated, and there's some stuff happening over here. But hopefully that shows you that in less than half an hour you can play it up to speed and just have fun with it, and just kind of, you know, when you have the right method, you can learn this stuff really quickly. And you know, that's where the no tempo, slow tempo, fast practice formula comes in. And again, you know, if you want to do the same thing, definitely check out my book, Practice Less, Play More, if you haven't already. And if you want me to help you to do this for songs that you want to learn, then definitely check out playfromday1.com, add your name to the waiting list, and then answer a few quick questions, and we'll discuss your options for getting getting into the program. But this is what, this stuff works. It's, as you can see here, you can have a lot of fun with it when you're focused on playing the song. Like I broke that down in a bunch of different ways. In order for my brain to get it, and I was a little bit nervous, don't get me wrong, I was a little bit nervous when I switched over to the capo on the first fret, but because the muscle memory that was built from the first round, where I was learning without the capo, I was able to make that happen without kind of overthinking it, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get rid of this countdown timer over here, because we don't need that, and definitely yeah, a lot of fun. Also, one thing too, see, I'm feeling less, before I had the microphone over here and I'm like talking into the microphone and I'm like, it's sometimes the guitar hits the microphone and it's covering some of the screen. Here, I don't have the wire or anything like that. I'm reducing the friction that's here, so I feel very relaxed. I've got my jammies on, and it's just a very relaxed environment over here, which is awesome. And that all helps. All this stuff is by design. This isn't some accident. The way that I set things up is so that I have maximum learning ability when I'm learning and when I'm learning songs, because that's what that's what you need to do. If it was like super noisy, or it was hard to find the material, or I'm using the time to find the material, if I still need to tune my guitar. Where's my capo? Oh, I left it inside wherever, the drawer upstairs or whatever. Like, oh, my nails are too long. Like, all these things, these impact your practicing. And so if you could solve this stuff beforehand and you set yourself up for success with pre-practice, and then when you are practicing, you are you're using the formula, this no tempo practice, slow tempo practice, and then fast practice formula. And you noticed when I made a couple of mistakes in a row, I went back, I slowed it down, or I decreased the amount, decreased the complexity. If you watch the episodes, it's very consistent. I am racing against time here, so sometimes I do have to skip some steps. But it's all following the same principles, and really, when it comes down to it, the same way that inside my book, I have 3 parts to the book. One's called Prime, one's called Practice, and one's called Play. And Prime is all about pre-practice and all about setting up the habit and all of that, so that you can prepare for your practice session and be as effective as possible. Practice is about the method and the formula and everything that you need when you're actually practicing. And play is because that's what the goal is here to do. Like now I can load up this song. I'm not going to do it on Facebook here or on the live stream just because of copyright purposes, but definitely after the broadcast, I'm going to be listening to this song and I'm going to be playing along with it, because that's the goal of all of this stuff, is to play music. And so yes, I did a little crude loop over here on my looper pedal, so I've got that. I mean, probably because of the wireless, it's kind of a bit crackly, but if I load up the actual track and I play along with it, man, that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's your goal, is you want to prepare for your practice session. When you're practicing, you want to practice efficiently, and then the whole goal is so that you can play. And if you don't have a band to play with, if you don't have some buddies you jam with, then playing along with the records is the best possible thing that you can do. That 3-step formula, that system, is incredibly effective, and people are getting great results from that. A lot of people watching this right now, I'm very, very happy to say that that they are getting great results from the system, and I'm very proud of it. Because it works. This is like 20 plus years of research and testing and coaching and lots of different stuff to get to this, and I'm very, very happy about it. So again, if you want to do this yourself, grab the book Practice Less, Play More. You can get that on Amazon paperback. You can get it on Audible, so audiobook, and on Kindle, as well as if you want to have me show you how to do this. Like books are good for some people, but also if you want me to actually show you and coach you through the process, then definitely check out playfromday1.com. So let's double check. Let's see if you have any questions. By the way, I'll hang out for a little bit longer and I will answer any questions that you might have, whether it's about this song, whether it's about the process, whether it's about something that you're working on. For any Play From Day One members, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Take this opportunity. I can show you how to do something that maybe you're working on. Definitely happy to do that. So definitely take advantage, and I'll just kind of hang out over here, give my brain a little bit of a rest, but at the same time, I'm here for you to answer any questions. So let me make sure that I didn't miss anything here. And also I'm going to load up Facebook, because I know that it's on my Rockstar Mind group, that I know that those comments don't come in automatically. So let me just load that up just so it's here. All right. Let's see. Is that showing up? I've got so many videos on here. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. Live. Okay. All right. Greg saying the screen's fuzzy. Okay. Hopefully, I don't know if someone on the network is watching Netflix, but definitely I'll find out in a bit, and it's all good. Anyway, so let's just see. Let's double check everything is good here. Rocky, thanks, buddy. I'm enjoying watching you. Enjoy yourself. Awesome, dude. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially on that lead sound. I'm very, very happy with how that. Sometimes with guitar effects, you don't always get the result that you want, and especially like that's kind of trying to mimic a lap steel. So like it's kind of like a guitar, but you know, you have the little piece of metal that you're sliding on there, and just to get that to sound like what you want it to sound like, you know, you need to get the lap steel, but the guitar effect, you know, I'm pretty surprised how good that sounds. So I'm very happy about that. All right, let's see here. Cool, thanks for confirming, James. Audio is good there. And James Wheeler are the past episodes at pajamajam.tv. Yes. So if you go to pajamajam.tv, then you'll be able to see all the past episodes of Pajama Jam. Okay, and a bunch of different songs that I tackled. Okay, and Brad saying, I have the book. It was very useful to see you go through the steps. Awesome, awesome. Cool, Brad and Brandon both coming through okay here. Beautiful. All right, Rocky, I have I have lots of tab books called Recorded Versions Guitar. But if I don't have a song and I look online, the tabs aren't very professional. Where do you find your tabs without buying the book? Great question, Rocky. So I have a link for you over here that you can get a 2-month trial to one of my favorite services called Scribd. I think that's how you call it. Or maybe it's scribed, I don't know. But here it is for you. Click that link, specifically that link. You know, disclaimer, I do get a free month when you click that, but that month or that link will get you 2 free months. And on the site, you only get 30 days, so 1 month free. And so you have to have this link to get the 2 months free, and in exchange I get a free month. But like, I've got so many people signed up through this link that I don't think that I'm paying for Scribd or Scribed or whatever, however you pronounce it, until like 2045 or something like that. So anyway, enjoy. On that, you'll be able to search for, you'll find songbooks and a bunch of different things that you're looking for. So like the recorded versions, and some of them you might even find the ones that you have, so that you can have it on PDF. Someone scanned it, and it's one of my favorites. That's typically what you'll find on Pajama Jam, is a PDF that I used from that site. So cool. And Monty is here. Monty is the man who inspired this episode. So thank you, Monty, for inspiring me to play Sleepwalk. And I think that if you watch the replay, which will be available very, very soon at pajamajam.tv, then you'll be able to see how I went through it, and I got the different sounds going. And I'm happy to share this with you, you know, any of the findings that I had now that I got my hands on it, in our Play from Day One coaching thread. Awesome. So cool. All right, James, you got to go. Have a great night, bud. And Rocky, no problem. Cool. So if do you guys have any other questions, let me know. And if not, we'll wrap this thing up. But I'm happy, you know, to hang out for a few more minutes if you need any help with anything. All right. So let me double check over here. Do we have any other comments? I've got so many different. This broadcast is going out to a lot of different channels here. So let me just double check. And let me know. Oh, there. I hear myself. Okay. And okay. All right, we'll wait a couple more seconds here. Going once, twice. And okay, so Monty's saying Video Surgeon, where to find the videos. So Video Surgeon, I mean, you can get the videos on YouTube and then copy the link into Video Surgeon and then download them right into Video Surgeon. If that doesn't work, like if the module doesn't work, then just contact support from the Video Surgeon team, and they'll help you fix that. There's just a file that you need to double click. But for the most part, you can also just download the, like, okay, so a little tip is you can also go onto YouTube and you can get, well, let's just say the built-in player that has speed control, that you can slow it down to, let's say, 75%, I believe, or 70%, something like that. You can also get a Chrome extension, which is called Video Speed Controller, I believe. Let me just confirm that for you. Video Speed Controller, which I use all the time. I usually speed things up, like when I'm watching someone talk, instructional stuff. I speed it up, but for slowing it down, it's also very good. So you can go 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%, and so on. Video Surgeon is great because you can zoom in. So definitely, loading up the video. There's also other websites that you can download, just in case a Video Surgeon isn't grabbing the YouTube video, because that's just one of the features that is in there. The main thing about Video Surgeon is that it's able to slow things down, and you zoom in, and you get some really cool stuff, especially for guitar videos. But you can search YouTube to MP4. Be careful with some of the sites, just because some of them will have a million pop-ups, and just don't click OK on anything that looks suspicious, like saying you have to update your Mac or anything like that, or Flash Player. But if you just search YouTube to MP4, then you can probably find something where you can take that YouTube link and you can pop that in there, and it'll download the video, and then also you can take that and drag that into Video Surgeon. All right, so hopefully that answers your question, buddy. Cool. So if there aren't any other questions here, then we will get on with our evening over here, or morning or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I had a blast tonight, and I'm going to be posting the replay, as well as there'll be some highlights for you to enjoy on Facebook and on Instagram. And you can just check some of the highlights from the episode. But we should be back next week with another episode of Pajama Jam. Once again, if you want my help to learn songs with less practice, then you definitely want to check out playfromday1.com. Add your name to the waiting list. It's a closed program by invite only, and unfortunately, you're going to have to come through me, the filters, pass the filters. I just want to make sure that that it would be a good fit, rather than just you getting into something that is not going to help you, right? It's going to waste both of our time. So I want to make sure that it's the right fit. So that's why there's a waiting list. Answer a few questions, we'll chat, and then we'll see if it's the right fit for you. But I'm more than happy to help you to learn songs very quickly. I mean, you don't have to broadcast in your pajamas, racing against the clock 30 minutes or less up to speed. That's not what we need to do. If that is what you want to do, broadcasting in front of a live audience, then, we can definitely discuss that and set that up for you. But I'm pretty sure that you probably just want to play for yourself or for a loved one or play with some buddies or whatever. But definitely check out playfromday1.com. Members are getting some great results. It's a very exciting program and very effective, very simple, but very effective. And it's working with me personally. It's not like watching boring guitar courses and stuff where you don't know if you're doing it right or not. You have me there the whole time, and I help you personally. So check that out, and if it feels like the right fit, then we can move forward. So that is tonight's episode, guys. I am very, very excited about tonight's episode, and definitely the result that I made it happen. But I'll be watching this one and looking forward to watching the highlights very soon. So I hope to see you at next week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and take care and talk soon. Take care.